All right, it's time to take a look at one of today's trending tickers. Tesla shares getting a boost this morning after China said it would exempt the automaker from a 10% auto purchase tax. The exemption impacts all Tesla models sold in China and follows CEO Elon Musk's visit to the country. Tesla currently imports all of the models it sells in China, but plans to open a factory near Shanghai to produce these Model 3 vehicles, guys.
So Elon Musk's visit to China, it seems to me, much more successful.
Yeah, very productive.
Dealings with China. He went to China, he came back. Good news, guys.
Yeah, this is really great. All 16 vehicles that they sell in China. So, I mean, as an investor, you're cheering this, right?
No, of course. I mean, Tesla sales in China have been growing, and before they had been facing a lot of competition in China for the local electric vehicles that had been made there, and they were also incredibly pricey. Thanks to these, to these tariffs compared to the vehicles that were being made there. So,
well, and yet it's interesting to me that Tesla has not been, even for all the progress in China, it's doing so much business in China, and yet it hasn't been sort of the target of any Trump ire about business in China, whereas he has said,
like today he tweeted about GM,
off.
remember? He's like, yeah, he said they've been moving all their production to China.
Yeah, I feel like Trump is not very focused on Tesla. It's sort of not on his radar.
Nope.
I mean,
he has a select group of stocks.
Well, Mary Barra, he talks on the phone. Yes, you're right. I do think he has a few tickers, and what are they doing wrong
GM,
today?
Ford, all the American I mean, Tesla is an American automaker, but
no, but
really
I know what you mean. Not seen as an iconic blue chip, age-old American company.
Exactly.
Right.
But
because he's
Americana
South African or something like that.
You think Americana, you think Ford, GM,
Right.
blue trucks. You don't think of Teslas.
Well, you also have to consider how many workers are working, right? So if you're going to be attacking an American car company, of course you're going to attack the ones that employ the most American workers, right?
Yep.
Tesla is just not that company.
Just looking to China, you guys, do you think that Tesla is going to be able to go against all of its competitors in the space? Because there's a lot of automakers that make autonomous or looking to make autonomous vehicles as well as electric cars.
Well, I mean, I think the autonomous vehicle space is like a little farther out, right? There's obviously a lot of hurdles that have to be overcome before we start seeing self-driving cars on the roads. But when it comes to the electric vehicles, right, to that point, there are actually, I think China has actually one of the most, there's an area with the most electric vehicles that could essentially compete against Tesla, which they do not have that problem here in the United States. It's like, when you think of an electric vehicle, you're like, Tesla's it.
Yeah.
I think the data shows that Tesla's doing very nicely in China. I'd be bullish on how Tesla can do there.
I was going to say,
we'll
let's
see.
be clear, just
US
specifically in China.
I mean, they have plans for insurance now too, so.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
I know, they're trying to do everything.
This is so weird. This is
nuts.
like the first time we've talked about good news with Tesla.
I know.
In a really long time.
In a very long time.
Yep. We'll watch the stock today.
Yep.